Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com, is brought to you by Custom Autosound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. If you're doing anything recreational in a vehicle that has tires, you know that traction is king. Tyler, what's the easiest way to achieve the proper traction I need?
Oh, definitely with what we got here. We have our Morrflate multi-tire inflation-deflation kits. We can hook up all 4 of your tires, or just 2 tires if you want. You're going out to a drag strip for the day. Air up, air down, equalize all your tires in one. That is the name of the game in vehicular recreation.
A lot of people are looking at their screens right now going, why do I want to air down?
Absolutely. So for airing down, lots of different reasons. Off-roading is the biggest one. You know, if you air down, you get more traction to the ground. So it's the easiest, cheapest way. It's free to let air out of your tires to gain traction and make off-roading easier. It also makes the ride way more comfortable when your tires are part of your suspension.
So more comfortable, and you're getting a bigger footprint there for the tires.
Absolutely. Mud wheeling, sand wheeling. If you're going out to dunes all the time, oh, you have to air down in the sand. Snow wheeling, rocks, anything you're looking for off-road, you gotta air down. Airing down at a drag strip as well. You know, you're going for that quarter mile, trying to get that 4 to 5 PSI, the sweet spot in your rear tires. Air them down, keeps both your tires at the same pressure, and you're good for your quarter mile.
Well, let's talk about that. The old way of airing down, the way most people do things, is a pain.
Absolutely. I'm 6'4", right? So if I squatted a single tire for more than 2 minutes, my knees just pop coming down here. I can't get back up, I get stuck. And so I was like, there's gotta be a better way to do this.
Well, and let's talk about the time involved too. You want to go in off-road, you want to hit the trail.
It can take upwards of a half hour, especially just sitting there. I've seen people agonizing for me to watch, have their keys and just stick their key into their valve stem, and then they just sit there for 15 minutes while they're airing down their tires with their keys. With these air chucks, we got 4 of them. So you hook up all 4 of your tires, then they're all connected into one, and then you just dump the air out of your manifold at the front of the vehicle, rear of the vehicle, wherever you set it up. And it's very simple and easy to do. So these air chucks here are push on, pull off. Super user friendly. So all you do is take your valve stem caps off, put your air chuck on, push it on, you're good to go.
I know a lot of air chucks are automatically engaged.
Yeah.
In the detent position.
Yep.
Not so. Why did you design it this way so it's disengaged when you put it on?
Because we don't want planned obsolescence, right? So with your air chucks default engaged, you know, as you go on and off your valve stems a lot, if you're going a lot of wheeling or going to the drag strip a lot, you're going to wear out the threads on your valve stems. And so you're either going to have to replace your valve stems or you have to replace your air chucks over time. With these, because the locking collar disengages when you pull it off and come to the unlock position, these 3 teeth here don't rub and wear out your valve stems over time.
All right, that's how we equalize the pressure. How do we then reduce the pressure in all 4 tires?
Great question. So we're going to come right on over here to our manifold. So all 4 tires, once they're hooked up to the vehicle and to the system, now all of it just dumps right out of here. So we can see right now, the gauge will tell you what all 4 tires are at. So we're sitting at about 31 PSI right now. We've been playing around with the tires. It was about 38, 40. And literally within about 2 minutes of airing down, we've gotten down to 31 PSI in all 4 tires. So you just dump the air out.
You don't have to go around kneeling from tire to tire.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the system. Normally, you're sitting there squatting at each tire for a really long amount of time. With this, you dump the air, go hang out with your buddies for a while.
And how does Morrflate make airing up easier too?
So pretty much it's the exact thing and the opposite though, right? So you're going around to each tire, 1 tire at a time, holding an air chuck on your tire as the air goes from your air source into your tire. With this, you hook it onto here with just a coupler, anything, it holds on itself, have the valve open, let the air go all back into your tires. It'll evenly distribute the air between all 4 of your tires. So again, you just start the process and then sit back and hang out with your buddies.
We mentioned all 4 tires. Of course, you can do it with 2 tires.
Yep.
Left side, right side, depending on your application.
Yep. You know, overlanding is getting huge right now, so people load up the rear end of their trucks. So maybe you want to run more PSI in your rear tires than your front tires. You can absolutely do that. All of our air chucks default closed. So if you want to do that, say you want 40 in the front, 60 in the rear, air everything up to 40, pull the fronts off, and continue going up to 60 in the rear. In the entire system, the valve stem to your tire is the restriction point. That's where you're going to get a bottleneck of airflow. The valve stem can only accept about 2 CFM of airflow at a time. A lot of our compressors on the market nowadays run 5 to 6 CFM, so you're not really using the full output of your compressors ever. The current king of compressors in the market, the current standard, puts out 6.2 CFM. And our new compressor, our new Morrflate 10.6, does just that, 10.6 CFM. So we're almost doubling the current standard on the market with our new compressor. And that just means we get to fully maximize the efficiency of air output, getting your tires aired up when you're done for the day. We can air up 4 38-inch tires on this Gladiator here from about 5 PSI back to 40 PSI in about 7 minutes.
It's a super time saver. It's also going to save you a lot of effort. The Morrflate is an essential if you're airing up or airing down for any application. Find them at morrflate.com. That is going to do it for this episode of Motorhead Garage, and we hope you enjoyed the ride. We'll do it again next week if you promise to come along. We'll do it at the same time, same sandbox. From our entire crew here at Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com, we'll see you next week. So long.